Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well and welcome to the second video in our PIMAX 1v1 Dogfight series. Today is going to be the quarterfinals. 8 excellent pilots have got through so far. There are going to be 4 matches today. Technically they are matches 74, 5, 6 and 7. It's going to be Scout versus CenterMass. It's going to be West versus Starrrs. It's going to be our own Signore versus Sulyash, and it's going to be Venom versus Doomling. I'm looking forward to it. Anything from our organizer, Bear?
Yeah, there looks like there are going to be some super exciting matches coming up. Some various airframes, Mirages, F-18s, and probably some F-16s.
Welcome in, viewers. We start on the quarterfinals, and we're rushing in because it started without us. But we have CenterMass in a blue F-16, just merging as we speak with Scout in the red Hornet. The matches don't wait for us, viewers. We have to jump in as quickly as we possibly can. As well as Bear, I've also got Cert here to help commentate. Hello, Cert.
Hello.
Right, they are fighting, so you let me know when you're in.
Yes, what's the server?
PIMAX 1.
PIMAX 1, roger.
Okay.
Right, F-16's gone really high, really big vertical, and look how the F-18's turned right inside of him immediately. And I can start to see why so few F-16s have entered this so far, massively outperformed. And I'm right, Bear, we spoke yesterday about this. There was something like 30 Hornets in here, and what, like 6 F-16s or something? I forget the numbers exactly.
Yeah, pretty much so. The numbers are quite big. I'll give you a rundown because I did the new numbers this morning. F-18s, we've had 66 of them, and they've won 38 of the matches.
Unbelievable.
Mirage, 33 and 20 have won. F-16, 17 with only 5 wins. The 27-9 with 3 wins, one of them being Sturt. F-15 Charlie, 9 with 3 wins. Big 29, 2 no wins. JF-17, 0 with 0 wins.
Roger.
On the server.
Awesome. So you can take Game Masters.
Viewers?
Yeah, I'm already in. I'm spectating.
Viewers, you answer the question. Why is F-18 outperforming F-16 so much in this guns-only competition? You're much smarter than me. Let me know what you think.
Unfortunately, there is a myth going around that DCS F-16 has the best rate performance, aka two-circle performance, which is unfortunately not true. The F-16 is quite bad for dogfighting. It doesn't have a good performance in one circle or two circle. The only thing it has an edge is its thrust, and that's what we see most of the F-16 pilots at high level of competitive do. They usually try to climb over their opponents and maybe catch them off guard on the way down, like we see here CenterMass is trying to do. Not so easy to fly the F-16, to be honest. That's why it's not as popular as the F-18. The F-18 at the moment is considered to be the best dogfighting plane in the game.
There you go, guys. Looks like I better relearn the F-18. I should say, in case you missed the previous battle, viewers, the amount of fuel each plane is given is balanced so that it can go on afterburner for exactly 5 minutes. So they're not fully fueled, they're not half fueled, they're balanced equally so they get the same amount of afterburning time as each other, which is probably the best way to do it, to be fair.
Absolutely, Cap.
At the moment, the F-16 is already damaged. It's missing its horizontal stabilizer.
Yes, absolutely.
Which means if the F-16 goes slow, it will stall, and that's what we see right now.
Oh dear.
And yeah, I think that's the end of the... Unless he can recover it, which I've never seen before.
He's lost all of his energy as well.
Oh, he actually did. Can he...
He's lost it again.
There you go.
FCS
there you
gone.
go.
Right, well done, Hornet. Is this the last? This is the last F-16, isn't it? So we might lose our last F-16 now. Right, is it best of 3 again today, Bear?
It is best of 3, so Scout now needs to land and stop on the runway. He will then be thrown into round 2 of this match. It's look, CenterMass is no stranger. He is a die-hard F-16 pilot and a very good one. He's made several of the dogfight competitions, quarterfinals, semi-finals. I can't recall if he made a finals or not, but I know he was really close to it. So I still think that CenterMass does have a chance to claw it back. He's also certainly got the experience to cut back at it. Scout, however, no stranger to the F16 or the F18, and he's taking advantage of that.
Probably, I think CenterMass has like 15 years of experience in dogfighting or something like that. He has quite a skill, and when it comes to Scout, I've personally seen him train with some of the best dogfighters in the game currently. Was flying with him as well. He's definitely a great pilot. He definitely knows how to use the F-18 to its best. One way the F-16 can have a chance to win is if the F-18 mismanages the speed.
Roger, that's exactly what I was about to ask. How can the F-16 win this?
Yeah, unfortunately, there is no way the F-16 can win at low altitude. Unfortunately, it's just none. Unless the F-16 makes a critical mistake, which I don't think we will see at this level of BFM. One way is to take the F-18 into either a spiral vertical climb or a straight vertical loop climb. I think we've seen CenterMass do it in one of the matches before. There you go, they're spawning back in, I think. And he beat them by doing a vertical loop and slowly depleting the F-18s of their speed. And I think that's what we're gonna see now, because that's, I think, was his best attempt at beating the F-18s.
Roger, we actually
I
saw
think
that.
that's what we see now.
We saw that yesterday when it was a Mirage versus a Hornet, and the Hornet did the trick of slowly spiralling up because of its better power to weight ratio and slowly getting the advantage and stalling Mirage out. So it's the other way around now. The F-16 needs to do it.
Exactly. You have to be very, very careful with the nose authority of the Hornet. Oh, interesting. CenterMass is not joking around. He's going for the kill.
He really is, isn't he?
He's trying to... Yeah, he's not trying to run away or anything. I think he's here. He has to, because at this point he's too slow to continue the fight. Yeah, he's gonna extend away, probably climb a little bit, and maybe come around on top. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure if it's a correct decision here, because he is actively trying to play the F-18's game. He's trying to turn with him, which is not a great decision.
Because I guess he doesn't have the nose authority.
Yeah, unfortunately the F-16 has only like, what, 20 degrees of AOA? Oh, reversing the turn like this might toss him alive down the line. The F-16 is very, very comfortable on his 6. Here, maybe he was trying to get the F-18 down to the deck where the F-18 would not like to be too fast. Oh, I think that's going to be a kill here.
Dead.
Oh,
Lucky.
Definitely hits.
Oh, was he
definitely
hit?
Some hits on the left. Yep, I saw smoke. He's trying to raid now. Interesting. I'm not sure what the plan here for CenterMass is. Maybe he's trying to get him over to overshoot. That's one way.
He's gone afterburners off. Oh, just survived that. Just survived that.
Overshoot.
Is he down? He's down. He's down. He's down. He's down. He's down. No, he's not down. 5 feet off the ground, and he might get him. Jesus. Has the F-18 stalled?
Okay, the F-18 is very slow.
Jesus.
The F-18 is very slow. I think that might be a chance. If he extends away slightly into the...
Well done, F-16.
Maybe kill here?
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. No, he's stalling. The F-18 stalled.
You have to be very careful. There you go. There you go. He needs to wait until the F-18 is stalled and just
go
drop down on him.
Yep.
And I think that's what he's trying to do at this point.
Yeah, but he's faster and he's higher, so he's much more energy rich.
There you go. The F-18 is stalling, and it's trying to extend away for speed. I think CenterMass didn't see that. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't see it in time. He missed his opportunity.
Yes.
Although here we might see a head-on.
I don't know if even F-16 is going to get round. Yes, he will. Head on. It's anyone's game now.
Oh, that's a 50-50 here. Just pull the trigger.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Oh, the pilot kill.
He's dead.
A pilot kill, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
pilot kill.
F-18 killed F-16.
I think it's a fair match. I mean, that F-18 had the upper hand most of the time, I think, didn't he? So, well done.
Definitely.
Awesome, Cap. I'm going to get the next match lined up. Let's just watch him land, and I'll be back in a sec.
Roger, Scout, well done for getting through. It's sad to see the last F-16 out, but so be it. You know, it's I guess it's natural selection at the end of the day. In action. Lots of Hornets.
It's an achievement of itself, flying the F-16 in the competition and getting it to top 8.
Yeah.
That's quite an achievement.
Yeah.
The Hornet is definitely a strong opponent for any plane. I think the only good chance you can have against it is if you're flying the Mirage at the moment. Mirage and the Hornet are very, very close in terms of performance.
Roger.
And it honestly comes down to skill if both of those planes fight each other. Which is why I'm excited to see Venom fight.
Capwood, our next server is going to be server 2. I am
Roger. Welcome back, viewers. Match 2 of the quarterfinals. Match 75 of the competition is West versus Starrrs, and West is in the red F-18 and Starrrs is in the blue F-18, and we have Cert in again, do we?
We do have Cert again.
Yes.
Starrrs and Cert speak the same language. Starrrs knows Cert, or Cert knows Starrrs. So I kept it for that. We're going to have Scotty in for the next 2 matches, and that West is part of the 45th Squadron. They are highly competitive boys.
Very,
very good at what they do.
We might see a shot opportunity here. No.
Not quite.
So I know both of these players. I know West for a long time. I know Starrrs for a long time. I fought both of them. Both are very, very skilled. Starrrs is considered to be one of the best Russian-speaking pilots at the moment. Definitely interested to see how he performs against West. They both have very, very similar playstyle, in my opinion. And since they are both flying the same platform, it all comes down to skill. At the moment, we're seeing a kind of rolling scissors type of thing, which is, in my opinion, the hardest geometry in dogfighting, and it always comes down to who knows the performance and the geometry the best. And right now we see that West, I think, has a better position, in my opinion. In case of the transition into a 2-circle down on the deck, West is definitely going to have a better position. We might have a kill here if West pulls it in.
I think he might crash. I think he might crash. He's going to crash.
Yes.
It's a danger with low scissors,
unlucky.
right? At 100 knots, that's what might happen.
It was a mistake on Starrrs' part. He entered the scissors in a disadvantageous way for him, for sure.
So that is unexpected, because Starrrs has been coined as one of the favorites to win the competition. That's also not saying that West is not. This makes it such a tough run-up, but that is a surprise start for Starrrs. A tragic early mistake is certainly going to cost him, but he does have another round to try and make it back.
Roger.
He's going to make that mistake again.
Oh, what happened?
A little early touchdown. I think he...
It's going around.
Yeah, I think he landed outside of the runway, so the script did not count it. So I think it was
He's going to go out.
second landing.
What does F10 say? To give a touchdown mark?
I don't think it did. Yeah, he landed before the runway.
Too short.
He was on the grass.
Too short.
So at this level, anything can happen. Even the most experienced pilots may make a mistake. It's not new. I've seen a lot of pilots that are considered to be almost the best make quite a bit of mistakes. It's not new. We're all humans, and many pilots many pilots like that lose their matches. So we're gonna see what Starrrs does next match. I can probably say that he might choose a more careful way of fighting. He's gonna probably get more energy at the beginning. Maybe he'll try to drag the fight down to the deck faster.
Welcome back, viewers. They swapped around colours. Cert, what does Starrrs have to do to win this?
So I know for a fact that Starrrs is a little bit more experienced in energy fighting, aka energy management. So what he has to do is drag the fight down as quick as possible into a raid fight, where West will have quite a bit of problems just pulling for a shot like he does here. West is a very aggressive player. He likes to pull a lot and blade his speed. If he has altitude, he can kind of compensate for that, but if he is down low, if he pulls, he will not have altitude to recover his speed, which is gonna be perfect for Starrrs. We can see Starrrs is way more careful here. He got him into a two-circle vertical fight, where speed managing is everything. Right now, West is kind of slow, 230, 220 knots on the top of the loop, very, very slow for the coordinates. Let's see what the speed of Starrrs is. Yes, Starrrs is at the top, also quite slow actually, but a little bit faster, 260 at the top. That means his plane is performing a little bit better than the plane of the West, but still might not be enough for Starrrs to get out of this engagement clean. They're slowly descending down to the ground. So far, I can tell that West has a slight angle advantage because he's playing as a radius fighter. He has his lift vector lead, which is in front of the plane, which always allows him to be inside of the circle of the Starrrs. Starrrs has to be careful here. Might be a shot opportunity for West. Nope, he pulled in front of the nose. Reversing here.
Back into scissors, look.
It is.
Is it going to end again like this?
I'm not sure. I think Starrrs did not like his position and didn't want to transition into a two-circle fight. He has to be very careful here.
He might crash.
He's very slow.
He might crash.
He might crash again.
Has he got greedy? Has he got greedy? Has he got greedy? He got greedy. It's a double KO!
That's one way to end it.
Wow.
That's one. Okay.
Everyone saw red there. Everyone just saw red and went for it. I think maybe Starrrs was losing his composure a bit there. He really wanted to get the kill, but yeah.
Probably.
Maybe he even knew that was going to happen because he knew he was losing position. He thought, let's reset it, and this is a way of resetting it.
Round 3 scores are 1-0 to West.
Ooh. So we carry on, yeah?
A draw in this round will be a win for West. A win from Starrrs will go to round 4.
This is exciting, guys. I'm excited. Mergy Burgy.
Honestly, quite surprising. Usually, Starrrs is very, very calm. He doesn't really do a lot of aggressive play like he does here. Very, very interesting to see him in such position.
Remember, a competition environment brings out the nerves and it shifts. It's very different to just jumping onto a dogfight server or meeting up with a buddy online.
Shiz.
There's pressure.
West is also performing amazing here. Definitely better than I saw him last time. He's done quite a bit of work these past days, for sure.
Gamer mentality, and I definitely don't say that in a bad sense, but they grind hard.
Yeah, definitely. We see kind of the same situation as the last round. I would say it's still slightly better for West. Maybe. No, I think it's equal at this point.
Yes, I would agree.
We're seeing kind of rolling scissors developing here. We might see West getting more and more aggressive as the time goes by. Reversing from Starrrs. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure if it was a good idea.
Oh dear, maybe. Oh no, another double KO! What the juice is going on?
It's not. Well, actually,
it is. It's clearly a double KO bear. They just smashed their face. They're just so aggressive.
Oh, but it's not counting it as a win, but it is actually technically a win because we had to restart the round without the score. It is actually a win. So I have to actually tell them.
Welcome in, guys. Match 3, which is match 76. Signore, yay, in red. Sulyash in blue. We've swapped Cert out, and we've got Northern Irish Scotty. Hello, Scotty.
Hello.
Right, so who's your money on? Sulyash, Mirage, Signore, F-18?
It really depends. I mean, both are very effective aircraft. I would say the Hornet is probably the better all-rounder in terms of energy retention and thrust-to-weight ratios and rate speed. But the Mirage can pull some surprising things in terms of its min radius is very good. It can slow down very quickly. And has very good stability at low speeds and a very, very good roll rate. So it'll be interesting. It just depends how it shake out. Whoa!
Oh, wow!
Oh!
Wow, wow, wow. Is the other guy dead? The other guy's dead!
Yeah,
Another
the
KO!
Mirage has lost its
Another double
flight
KO.
computer.
Wow.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was fast.
So much aggression as we get into the finals.
Yeah.
Everyone absolutely going for it. Alright.
Bit of adrenaline pumping.
That really is, isn't it?
That's actually quite shocking. I didn't expect them to go for a head-on the first merge. But yeah, the Mirage has lost its flight computer. Ironically, its engine is actually still turning.
Yeah.
The Mirage has recovered.
Okay, then. I bet he's glad he didn't log out there and rage quit because he stuck with it and the plane's fixed itself.
Yeah, and he's still on F10 as well, actually.
Oh, gutted. Poor old Signore. I feel a bit sorry for him now. Oh, well.
Yeah, it's always rough. Like head-ons.
Oh!
He might overspeed the Mirage here.
Does he have his FCS? Is he trying to fly it by stick? No,
Yes, so in the Mirage, the damage model can be a bit squiffy sometimes because of, situations regarding its updates. Let's leave it at that.
Fine.
But sometimes when it gets damaged, the FCS flicks into like an emergency mode and gives like full control of the flight surfaces to the pilot. But it also reduces the dampening of the aircraft, so that's where you see him speed up when it starts to nose down, because it isn't correcting it.
Well, what an odd few matches we're seeing here. Very exciting. Fair play for sticking with it. I mean, he was doing backward somersaults a couple of minutes ago, and he got it under control. And fair play. I guess that's important. Lesson learnt there, know your jet, I suppose. Because I just would have given up and jumped out and started swearing at everyone.
No, definitely. The Mirage can recover from some surprising feats, and it can do it surprisingly quickly. I know for a fact if you can like fully depart flight and fully recover in the space of about 500 feet vertically. It can be quite impressive. Oh, we're going for a belly landing as well.
Yeah,
Dangerous, man.
Okay, so he did make a mark where he touched down, but is he still alive now?
Landing score.
Oh, he's
There we
disappeared.
go.
Weird match, viewers, weird match.
We know that Signore likes to lose the first one. We call it the warm-up. So let's see what happens in round 2.
Roger, we'll get him all spunked up for it. Alright. Try again.
Right. In this round, Cap, they're spawning in at 8,000 foot, which is really, really high. Hoping to bring in that third dimension. Scotty, maybe you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so, well, a lot of dogfights typically in other servers start, you all sort of dive down to the deck, so vertical turning room is a big aspect in dogfighting. If you can be below the other aircraft in a vertical turn like this, you essentially will turn inside their radius. Not another one.
Oh, come on, guys.
Wow.
Well, that Mirage isn't surviving that one.
Wow.
Signore's going to try and trim it out and land, look.
That is not going to work so well for him, unfortunately.
Go on, Signore.
That is
Stick
very
with it.
surprising to see. But yeah, in terms of the altitude, you essentially have to merge at a higher speed than you would normally. So in the Mirage, if you're sort of at ground level, where the air is nice and thick, you can merge at around sort of 500 to 520 knots. But with the added verticality, you have to up that to, I would say, about 550 knots. Just so you have enough air flowing over the wings to maintain the G-pull.
So I'm sorry, I was distracted. What happened there? It's 1-0 to Sulyash, correct?
Yes, correct. They nilled that round.
Okie dokie.
I think Sulyash is going to go for the same thing again because he's slowing down to his, or closer to his optimal radius.
So does that mean he's going to a one circle?
Yes. So you can see here they've both pitched in for the one circle.
Here we go
Sulyash
again.
is actually deloaded on the G.
Oh, look!
And created a bit of an energy trap. It will just depend. The Hornet's gun is very accurate, so it's still extremely dangerous at these ranges. You can hear the bullets whizzing past.
Alright. So, are you saying that Blue's trying to win this as an energy now? Go high, get faster, and then drop down on red?
Yes, so what we can see here is a sort of classical energy trap. He's doing it very steeply, which is a risk against the Hornet, because the Hornet has a much better thrust to weight ratio than the Mirage does.
So he might get himself in trouble here, mightn't he?
Yeah, especially the way he's pitching back. That Hornet is still pointing at him, so it's very dangerous. He's pitching in for a head-on shot here.
Oh, he got hit! He got hit!
He got hit indeed. It's oh no!
What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? I don't understand what's happening.
Hornet doesn't have any energy.
Oh, the Hornet's falling backwards. These fights are so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if Signore can turn the right direction, he might have a chance to level the
I
score.
think the Mirage is going backwards.
Yeah. So what happened there?
He's got the control. Yeah.
Everyone's got control.
What happened there is Sulyash tried to take him into an upward spiral so that he would drain his energy, but he did it too steeply. So he climbed at too great of an angle and then pitched back when he was stalling. Yeah. But the Hornet was still upright on its engines, which gave Signore that shot opportunity.
God, this is just absolutely nuts what's going on. These boys, both, everything they're doing, they're reacting to each other, and it's just got into a bit of a mess, but I don't know who's winning now.
Ooh, that's a risky move for the Mirage. I would say in this scenario, the Mirage typically has the advantage in these tight rollers. However, he's not utilizing his air brakes, which means he's going to speed up past the Hornet.
Right, so we're sort of in a falling scissors or something right now. I don't know.
This would be classified as a flat scissor.
Between the bullets. He went between the bullets.
So that would have been classified as a flat scissor, sort of both aircraft rolling 180 degrees at each sort of interval. We can see Signore's ditching, which is the correct thing to do against the Mirage.
He's gonna get hit.
He just needs to. I mean,
guns jink.
400 knots.
Guns jink.
Well, he has a massive energy advantage over the Mirage now.
He's going for the energy trap now, isn't he?
Energy.
Right.
Yes.
So he's going to go all the way up to 20,000 feet now, or whatever.
Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, they're both doing it a little risky. So in these straight vertical pulls, you allow your opponent to line up a shot much easier. Whereas if they do what Signore is doing now, if you keep horizontal movement, it means they're constantly having to pull harder and drain more energy to get their nose on.
Okay, he's happy now to drop down on him. He's happy to drop down on him. What's Mirage going to do? Run, I guess.
Yeah, so the Mirage is doing a vertical extension. So basically saying, if you want me, you have to come down and get me. So that puts the Hornet at risk of an overspeed, and the Mirage can slow down very effectively.
Air brakes out there.
Very easy to
control his speed. He's very wary of the overshoot because when he warms up with me, all I try and do is make him overshoot. All I got, mate. That's all I got.
That's are you a Viper pilot?
I actually 15 Charlie.
Oh, 15C. Wow.
What I said. Right, so it looks
but
like.
Yeah, it's...
Sorry, go ahead.
No. So what is happening here is actually now the energy table is sort of flipped again, which is very impressive. Normally the energy states don't flip as much, but now Sulyash actually has. Whoa!
Oh, he got some hits.
Is no longer in.
Oh, that's it. His FTS is gone. Well done, Signore.
Yeah, FTS is gone, really.
I think he earned that from that big energy trap, like you said. I think he earned it. So well done. Right.
1-1 going into the fourth.
Ooh, wow, what a match that was, guys. You look, the Mirage is trying to win again.
Yeah. I would say actually Sulyash would have won that if he had stayed more horizontal in his spiral upwards.
Yep.
So it was the same thing again where he allowed Signore to sit on the engines of the Hornet and use that thrust to weight ratio.
Well, he's recovered.
Yep.
Yeah, he has recovered.
This is some pilot.
It's not over
It's
yet.
a very damaged Mirage though, so I would imagine. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to lose it. It's like
That's a struggling.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's a struggling Mirage.
I guess that's what happens.
Recover from that, buddy.
Yeah. He's not giving up.
He said that, but
He's
he
not
just did.
giving up.
Parachute. Use the parachute.
Well, no, he's recovered.
He's done it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Excellent,
So that's-
Sulyash. Well done.
Yeah, the Mirage rudder authority is very powerful at low speed, so making steers like that is quite easy.
Signore, there's the ground.
Well, it's a dogfight now, and only one guy has a flight control system. He's going to lost it again. He's lost it again. Oh dear. Oh
This
dear.
will be a bit more tricky.
He's running
for
out of
the Mirage to
altitude.
recover from. Yeah.
Careful, Mirage. Careful. I kind of want Mirage to win now because I like the underdog. But
How dare you,
I
Cat.
can't help it. Look at him. He's like a wounded dog.
Yeah, I mean, against it.
There it is. There's the
that
other
one-
computer
okay.
gone now.
There's the other one gone. See you
Call your
later.
mother in the room and show her how good she is.
Hey, he's finally given up. Well, nice one for sticking with it. Oh, what a match. That is the best dogfight I've seen. This is crazy nuts, crazy nuts. Just
Apart
cross.
from the beautiful ballet lesson we had yesterday with
Apart from
Scotty
and Venom.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
That's a different league, though.
Good job, Signore. Let's see you land it and go into the fourth round of. With the scores level at 1-1. It's sudden death. The next win is the win.
Yeah. I would say from that there was definitely there was errors from both pilots in terms of I would say more so energy management and vertical choices. But Signore definitely flew I think the more efficient fight, just with energy control. Definitely not overspeeding was a good help on the way down there. The Mirage would have been hoping that he would. I know I would have been hoping that he would if I was in the Mirage.
One thing I've noticed so far, just a general observation, is that so far, as compared to yesterday, the top 16, the top 8, or the quarterfinals, there's lots more mistakes happening. People are taking lots bigger chances, and there's lots more errors happening. It's almost like the pressure, is rising as they get further. And you know what pressure's like. It makes you do stupid stuff, like,
Yeah.
I'm a terrible one for pressure.
Yeah, I mean, there's, I would say, a lot of new pilots to dogfighting competitions. It's one thing practicing dogfighting, it's another thing competing with it. That adrenaline, that sort of on-edge feeling you get isn't present in a practice session. There's nothing on the line. And as you get further and further into the competition, obviously you have a knowledge that your opponents are getting better and better every time, typically, as you step it up, so it leads you to do things out of, I would say, desperation would be the word to use. You feel desperate that, if I don't win it now, I won't. And that leads to big pulls and head-on shots and general mistakes.
Right. God knows what round, 4 or 5 now, I forgot, lost count now.
It's round 4. Here we go.
Right, the decider. You watch it be a draw as they smash their faces into each other again.
We haven't had a match that's gone past 4 rounds, so we have had 4 rounds wins, but nothing on 5 that I can think of.
Brakes on for the Mirage.
I would say the Hornet's very slow to go vertical in the Mirage.
Yeah, I guess every second you wait too long is a second wasted.
Yeah,
He's in trouble.
but I would also say in terms of actual airspeed, he was at about 430 knots when he went into that vertical climb.
Some trouble. Oh, Jesus. Between the bullets. Much less rate of fire, I guess, on these cannon as compared to the blue cannon, so small advantage.
Yeah,
taken
the
on.
30 mils of the Mirage are an untamable beast in many senses. Also,
So
the
are
HUD
you-
doesn't help.
Are you 100% Mirage all the way, or do you?
Yes and no. I fly both. In fact, in BVR competitive, I actually fly the Hornet. So I do enjoy it. In dogfighting, I prefer the Mirage just because it's a bit more. I find it a bit more nimble. You have 11.3 G ceiling. You have a very good roll rate, and I just prefer the general feel of the aircraft. But there are definitely some things that the Hornet excels in far more. I would say the Hornet is probably the more well-polished aircraft. It holds more advantages than disadvantages, put it that way. But I like a challenge, and Mirages can throw a lot of people off guard in Hornets.
All right, so Signore's had 2 opportunities where I don't think he's taken the shots. But there we go.
So close.
I think he's managing his speed well in the sense of not trying to use it at the right time. He's waiting for the perfect thing. So here's where you kick the rudder and light the fire and get in.
Yeah.
He's really worn this Mirage down, guys. It's not. I've seen it flying at 60 knots, 70 knots. It's really struggling. Oh, another shot. Oh!
Oh, there goes the
He's
rudder.
still going to fly.
However,
he doesn't need that. He doesn't need that.
Actually, it's funny you said the Mirage doesn't need the rudder. The Mirage is, I think, one of the only aircraft in the game that can fly without the rudder.
The Mirage is getting banned.
Unbelievable.
Oh, there's a puff of smoke.
I think it swallowed its own frigging rudder through the ATAR. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Engine's
It's
out.
on fire. No,
Yeah,
yes.
engine's out.
No,
So he'll have no HUD and no gun.
No,
Although the burner is although the burner is still showing, the engine RPM's at 0.
Definitely
So
dead now. Oh, don't crash. Please don't crash, Signore.
Yeah, don't crash into the ground.
All right, well won. He was really. I was watching that. He was really in control of that match the way through. He had all the chances. So well done. Wow, almost losing to winning. Well done. Well done, Signore Pori.
Insane. Scotty, stay with us for the next one because we know your buddy is flying in that.
Yes.
I'm gonna slowly go and set them up and make sure that everything's ready for that, and then we'll hop across when Signore's landed, and I'll be back.
it's tricky, you know. Mirages and Hornets are very, very similar in a lot of the numbers they put out. The rate speed, I believe, is the rate in the 2-circle fight is only 2.5 to 3 degrees apart from each other. So typically you'll actually run out of fuel. If you were to stay at your ideal rate speed, the aircraft will run out of fuel before you actually get a shot opportunity.
Roger.
So there's a lot of similarities, but yeah, they can both be tricky for each other.
One thing I've never understood, and probably will never understand, is that when we're looking at, pure brute force, the F-18 has a power to weight ratio of more than 1 point, more than 1. I can't remember what it is, 1.1, whatever. Whereas the Mirage in a relative fuel state, same relative fuel state, is much less, something like 0.7 or 0.8. Yet it performs more or less as well as the Hornet overall, which I don't really understand how that can happen. When it's like having a car with a small engine and a car with a big engine, and a car with a small engine can compete, when in real life surely it couldn't, but maybe it's more complex than that.
Well, I would say, thrust to weight ratio is, although it's a very critical piece of information to hold, and it does dictate, like, the likes of those vertical fights are really where it comes out, in terms of those upward spirals. It dictates how much speed you're going to lose per, say, 500 feet of altitude gain. However, if you imagine it, yes, the Mirage may have a smaller engine, so to speak, but it's like having downforce on your car, so the airframe itself makes up for a lot. The Delta Wing is less draggy as well, inherently, than a standard setup. So a standard setup being a wing with elevator, which the Hornet utilizes, as does really the majority of aircraft.
Good. Server 4, guys.
No worries. But yeah, it can get interesting because there's a lot to balance. The Mirage slows down very, very quickly. It's much more difficult to manage your energy in the Mirage than in the Hornet. Because if you pull hard in the Mirage, it slows down very, very quickly. Just because it's essentially a large air brake when it pulls AOA because of the Delta Wing design. And then the weak engine doesn't help with regen.
Welcome back, viewers. Whoa, that was a big one, wasn't it? Match 4, the final match of the quarterfinals, match 77. It is Venom in a Mirage versus Doomling, who is about to enter. Possible solution for blue. Possible. He's trading everything.
He pulled for it. Yeah.
Let's have a look at his speed.
He shot for it.
100 knots.
He's very slow.
Oh
yeah.
dear.
If you compare that to the 360 that Venom's holding in the Mirage, that has given Venom a very large energy advantage going into this fight. That's going to be tricky for the Hornet to recoup, especially against Venom. He's a very effective pilot.
He's put his nose down to try and get some speed up, but probably not going to be enough as down comes the energy-rich Mirage.
Yep. So he's, Venom's coming down from about 25,000 feet, so he has plenty of room to drop. A slow Hornet is an easy kill Hornet.
He's dead.
Typically.
As long as the gun hits. Bit of a jink, last minute jink, and the gun is going to miss.
Ooh, missed.
Yeah. That's the time you want a Vulcan.
Oh, mistake from the Hornet though in reversing that. If he reverses, no, he didn't reverse again. Okay, so he's opted for the 2-circle fight. So typically, a Hornet, especially at these speeds, will rate better than the Mirage. It has a larger sort of rating window. You can see Venom's dropping the nose here to get back to 400 knots. That's sort of the critical speed in the Mirage. That Hornet is still very, very slow. He hasn't recuperated his energy, which is why you see Venom outrating him so much. So that's why Venom's nose is swinging around. He's going to get another solution
Will a bullet hit? A bullet will hit this time.
Oh,
well deserved. Well deserved. Well done.
Yeah. So in that, the Hornet just really mismanaged his energy right from the off. He didn't take the openings to regain and bring it into a rate fight. He allowed the Mirage to hold a higher state than him, which is what got it killed.
Roger.
But yeah, I would say Venom will be a force to be reckoned with in this tournament. He's one of the most experienced BFMers that I know. Him alongside with Rage Infest, who's also part of Task Force Trident. But yeah, they train together a lot, as do I with them, so we all train within ourselves, and they're effective. Oftentimes I just get killed.
Yes, I know the feeling. Right. Successful landing with gear. These damn mill simmers.
Yeah, Venom's a sucker for a good landing. All he does is berate me for how bad mine are.
Right, changing colours, following Doomling.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, I would say Doomling has a lot to fix in this round compared to his first. I would say maybe just some first round nerves. Might be his first competition. I'm not familiar with him as a pilot. But yeah, some first round jitters possibly.
Roger. Right, well, a very different approach this time. 14, 15, 16,000 feet, 17,000. Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
There was never a solution. Spray and pray.
I believe actually the Venom might have blacked out, possibly in that.
Well, at least he blacked out going upwards.
But you can see here the speed difference in the jets. I mean, Venom's sitting at just under 400, whereas Doomling's sitting at 270. So Venom's going to have a very easy time here. You can see the horizontal aspect of the fight. And so this is, in that last fight, what was lacking. They were using too much of the vertical room. So now that the altitudes are equalized, Venom's just going to have a very easy time raiding against that Hornet. You can see the Hornet is pulling, just sort of trying to dump the nose to regain some of those angles lost.
Yeah. Down to 200 knots. Let's see the Mirage. 300 knots. We're in one of these lovely spirals that happens.
Yep. So this is sort of, the Mirage excels in a downward spiral, so it's very dangerous territory for the Hornet to be in. You can see him trying to extend into a pure horizontal instead of continuing the spiral. That would be the correct thing to do in a Hornet. Unless you're utilizing a lot of differential thrust, the Hornet can be a bit bullish sometimes at low speeds to roll.
Right,
so interesting choice for him to try and go vertical. He's actually very, very slow.
Oh,
that's a mistake from the.
Now he's in trouble.
Right
That's
there.
a solution. Is a bullet going to hit? Yes, it is. Fair play.
Pilot snipe as well.
Pilot snipe. Yeah, fair play. Venom is through to the semi-freaking finals, assuming he doesn't screw up the landing. I'm sure he won't. Although he's landing very aggressively, I notice.
He likes to do this. He shows off.
Give me the heebie-jeebies.
But yeah, again, just a mismanagement of energy on Doomling's part. Venom's a tough opponent to face. There's not a lot of chinks in the armor, so to speak. But yeah, definitely a mismanagement on Doomling's part.
I am here. Great fight from Venom. I'm busy sorting out the service for the next round. We are going to have a 10-minute break after this landing.
All right.
And then we'll call everybody back and start a new recording. Scotty, thank you so much for sticking around with us. Might call you again for one of the matches. We're going to bring in a new voice shortly in the likes of Stackhouse, if he is around. That'll be after a 10-minute break.
No worries, guys. Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Yeah.